Hi guys, this is Robin, and for today's project we are going to start by cutting out 4-inch ovals using the George and Basic Shapes cartridge. So here are all the materials I'm going to use on this project with the ovals. I'm using, I forgot the stylized flowers, Cuttlebug embossing folder. I love using these. I'm also using a white ink pad, white craft ink pad from Stampin' Up. I'm using a retired stamp set called Watercolor Garden by Stampin' Up. I'm incorporating many different companies. Now let me show you these flowers for a second. A sweet, sweet, sweet lady friend sent me these in the mail, and she has a shop. Her company's name is Pixie Petals, and I'll post a link at the bottom of the screen, so look right here, and this is her Etsy shop address. These are really inexpensive. I can't imagine how long it takes her to make these. So you get all of these that she made, and they're such an awesome embellishment. I am so excited for the project that I'm making today. I actually planned it out because I wanted to make sure that I don't just throw something together with these flowers, because these are just very special flowers. So check out our Etsy shop, and I'm going to make this project now. Okay, so I'm doing something a little bit different here. I'm going to use one of these flowers up at the top, and I'm not actually stamping a flower. So I'm going to stamp this stem in my green ink, and I'm going to kind of figure out where I want it. And that's where I want my stem to kind of go off a little bit, and I'm going to have my flower like this. Now I'm going to take my leaf. Now I'm going to stamp here, and I'm going to double stamp a little bit to kind of give it a shadow effect. And then I'm going to turn it, and I'm stamping left-handed. Okay. And I added a little shadow. Show that to you. See that? And I'm just so excited because I think this is just the cutest little flower. I'm going to have that right up here. Now I am using this button, and it's the burgundy button, and I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac. This is, it says, Bonds fabric, lace, trim, leather, and wood. So I'm thinking I'm going to put a little bit here, and then just add my button on here. Get that string off there. And now I'm going to add it on the other side, directly onto here. Okay. And I'm going to add that on to my paper. Okay. What's great about these adhesives is that sometimes when you're trying to add something like chipboard or something that doesn't want to stick using regular adhesive, it's great to have different options. And so that's why I like the Fabri-Tac and the zip dry glue, and we'll use that in just a second. Okay, so now I'm going to put the card together. I'm using my Cuttlebug here, and I'm using, see, I told you how I'm mixing matching paper tray ink, and I'm using Stampin' Up, and I'm using just different embellishments. This is not quite navy. And I'm going to put the whole piece of cardstock. This is cut down. This is my base. I'm sorry, my first layer. My base is what I'll show you in a second. This is cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4. Just put that in here. Fold it. Put it between your B and B plates, and put your A plate on the bottom. So super simple. I love the Cuttlebug. I've had it for, this summer I think it was 2 years. I mean, I can't believe it's been 2 years that I've had it, and I use it all the time. It's a great investment. And what I love about the Cuttlebug is you can use your 40% off coupon, which you cannot use with your Cricut. So that's wonderful. Okay, so now I have this here, and I am going to use that white ink pad, craft Stampin' Up pad, and I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to pull it on half. Doesn't matter if it's all cockeye. So there we go. I pulled it on just half of it. Like how that just pops out. If you wanted to make it shiny where you popped it out, all you would do is add your embossing powder on here and then use your heat gun. I'm using the Scarlet Jewel itty bitty dots or bitty dots ribbon. I'm using the Scotch tape, just wrap it around. I'm going to do something else with this also. So this kind of just breaks it up here. Just tape it on. Tape it on. Okay. Now I'm going to fold my cardstock in half. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock cut in half, and you cut it at 5.5 inches. So you can get 2 cards from one piece of cardstock, which is fabulous. Let's fold this in half. This is a bone folder that I'm using. It gives you nice and tight creases. Okay, now I can just add this on here, and I'm going to use my ATG gun 714, my big gun. And I bought it from framingsupplies.com, but you can get them from other places online. You can just Google it and try to find, whoops, I'm messing up here. Okay, here we are. The white ink needs a few seconds to dry. Okay, now I'm going to throw it together. And, oops, I probably should have added this on before I put my button in. See if I can do it all awkward like. And I can. Okay, I love it. This is totally sticking on here. And it's awesome! That was honestly the first time I really tried it. I played with it earlier and it just was on my fingers. But this is the first time I've ever really tried it with anything. I like to experiment with things on video so you can get my honest reaction of what I think about a new product. So I think it's really cool. I like it. And I'm going to add this on here, but it needs something. It's missing something. So, okay, for my last part of my card, I'm taking another strip of the Scarlet Jewel ribbon, and I'm going to make, this is a cheetah ribbon too. I like to make cheetah ribbons. You just fold these like this, and I'm just going to wrap this through here. When I was at a workshop years ago, a customer of mine actually showed me how to do this. So I don't do these very often on cards, because honestly, I'm just not very good at them. So you gotta do, obviously I'm not. So you tighten it, and you loosen it, and you just make it what you want it to be, and then you cut off the ends. So now what I'm going to do with this is just attach it to my card. Ta-da! And I have cut these at an angle. Let me show you these close up. Okay. Now you can use a zip dry to add the ribbon on here, but since I had such fabulous experience with the Fabri-Tac, I'm going to say that right. I'm going to add this onto here. It looks like a little goes a long way also. I'm going to add this down here at my stem. And isn't that just so cute? And now, to add my final element on, I'm going to use some dimensionals, some Stampin' Dimensionals. And this is going to be a very bulky card, so if you were to send a card like this in the mail, you want to throw a little bit extra postage on, or you want to deliver it by hand. Can you see that here? So this is it. Ta-da! And I just think it turned out so cute. These flowers are just adorable. And I'm not just saying that. I'm truly honest here. Okay. So, and guess what? This card is not pink. And it's just something that it's a different style that I'm not used to making, and I think it turned out fabulous. So it's wonderful to go out of your comfort zone to make a project. I hope you all have a fabulous week.